Hello everyone, my name is Noah, and in today's video I'll be showing you how a compressed earth brick making machine works, and I'll be taking you through step by step. And yes, so basically that's it. First of all, let's look around the machine and see the different parts of the machine. Let's check the height of the machine. So the total height of the machine is about 1.3 meters or 1.27, so maybe around 1.2. Okay, it's okay. So what else? Let me show you the parts, and we shall try to name each and every part. Okay, we shall begin with the hopper. So this is the hopper, and this is where it all begins from. When you have your mixture, you pour it in the hopper. Then next we have the feeder. This is the feeder. What the feeder does is that it receives the material from the hopper, and then after receiving the material from the hopper, the material will be then poured into the mold. So how do you pour the material into the mold? As I've shown you in the it's like you slide the feeder forward, then the materials will pour into the mold. So this is the mold. Then this is the cover plate. I shall call the cover plate. On the cover plate we have, let me show you. On the cover plate we have the design of the brick design, and in the mold you can also see that we have a similar design to the one that is on the plate. So like when so it produces a certain kind of brick. I'll show you the brick. I think I'll put the brick somewhere in the video. Anyway, that's it. Then we have this is the body, and you will notice that on the body we have these bolts. So these bolts here are used for attaching. They are used for attaching the mold inside on the body. So basically in this machine we can change the mold and use another kind of mold. So in case you have another type of brick you want to make, you can make some variations and you make the mold, then after you can bolt it inside the machine. So we can easily change molds, that's one advantage of this machine. Next, let's have a look. So we have this arm. As you see, it's kind of long. So this arm here is the one that enables us to compress the brick, and it also helps us to push out the brick. So this arm has, let me show you. So this is the locking. So I call this the locking, lever arm locking. I call it the locking pin, something like that. So maybe we shall call it a hook. Okay, lever arm locking hook. So as you see, it is hooking to this body here. So I use different colors actually to show you the different parts, So yeah, every color represents a different part. So this arm can be taken out. This arm is just placed here. You just have to push it in. So it's not part of the machine. It's not welded. You can have a longer arm, you can have a shorter arm. So let's see. The other thing we have here is what else? So this bolt, you may ask yourself, what's the use of this bolt here? So this bolt here is so when you push, when you're making the bricks and you push up, this bolt here, it can be used to actually determine the brick height. So like when you're compressing the brick, this bolt here can be adjusted down so that we can have a standard brick height for the. So if you're making any other kind of brick that has a different height, you just have to adjust this bolt, then it will maintain that height throughout. Then we have this other bolt down here. So this other bolt here, what does it do? So this other bolt, you see when this compressing frame goes down, it will stop on this bolt. It will stop here. When it stops here, we can then we pour into the material. We pour in the material in the mold. So we see that when it stops here, it gives the initial volume of the brick before compressing. So the initial volume of the material poured in is determined by this bolt. When you adjust this bolt up, lesser material is poured in. When you adjust it down, more material is poured into the mold. So yeah, that's it. What else? We have this I can call it a bushing too, because these are all the same. This same material with this bushing, same material with this bushing here. So these are all just made maybe from steel. Yeah. So so this bush here, what's the use of this bush? So as you see, this arm here, when you try to when we are extruding the brick from the mold, we have to press down. When you press down, this arm will pivot here. It will have to pivot, then this goes up. It will pivot, then this goes up to push out the brick. Yes, that's the function of this part. Sorry. What else? Let me see. Okay, I think that's all. Maybe I'd like to show you inside the machine. Let me hide some of these parts so that you can see. So this is how it looks inside. As I said before, that this bolt is used to determine the initial volume of the material poured in. So regardless of this bolt, we also have another part inside the mold. If you can have a look here. So this mold has another part. This part, the blue colored part, compressing the bottom compressing plates, they are just resting on a certain part inside the mold here. So this all just fits in from up, then it is bolted to this. Okay, yeah, so that's how it is. I'll put this back. Okay, this is our machine. I think I've explained all the parts. This is the frame. That one is quite easy. So what else? So this covers here. The cover plate goes here. Then we have this going here. Sorry, let me try to put it to this plane. So this comes here. So this arm, let me try to unlock this. Let me see. Okay, now it is unlocked. Let me try to put this to meet this with this so that we can see this clearly. Then let me put let me try to put on this plane so that we can see clearly. So this let me first try to make fix this. Okay, so now you see. Okay, now you see this arm connects, it's when you push down this arm, the brick will be formed inside here. It will be compressed. This goes up and compresses the brick. Sorry about this. I don't know how I can really explain this in another way, but I hope you guys are understanding what I'm trying to mean. Yeah. So that's it. Okay, that's the machine. Now let's see. Now let's talk about how the machine works. I've basically been explaining that, but let's now talk about how the machine works. Let me see. Let me first remove some of these mats I put in place. Okay, this goes there. This comes here. So how does this machine work? Let's see. You have your mixture of maybe cement or any other kind of soil or clay. So you put in here in the hopper. When you put it in the hopper, it will flow into the feeder or the feeding trough, or sometimes you can call it any name you want. Then when it goes into the feeder, open this, push this, the material will pour into, then the material will pour into the mold. Okay, when it is poured into the mold, now we can push back, then we cover. After covering, then okay, let me come in this. Okay, then this comes here. Sorry about that. So I have to keep this thing mated here. Okay, come on. Let me see. Let's try to fix this so that doesn't move them. Okay, and this comes here. So sorry, I'm trying to fix this, fix it here. Okay, now it is fixed there. Float this part. Okay, now yes, okay, this comes here and sits here. After putting in your material, this is what you do next. You put the machine in this position. This sits here, this like that. And to compress the brick, we have to push down this. Okay, let me see. So you push this down, then this will go up and squeeze. Then after we can extrude the brick. Open this, extrude the brick by pushing down the arm. There are some videos on YouTube you can have a look at so that they can show you how this machine works in detail. But for my case, this is how far I can explain how this machine works. Nothing else left, I guess. That's all. That's all. Yeah. So this is the compressed earth brick making machine. Currently, I haven't made the designs, the 2D drawings, but yeah, I have the 3D here. Maybe after some time I'll make the 2D drawings and see about that. Thanks for watching the video. Please, in case you mind, please subscribe. You can also like, if you like the video, you can like or you can share with your friends. Thank you.